pretty amazing that the double standards that are held by many people, and that we're so quick to throw out accusations against people. No one believes in killing innocents. No one believes in it. I mean, except for psychopaths, right? There are some people, but they're minority. And Jews, Christians, Muslims, and secular people, we all believe, especially part of the religions, Jewish religion, and which is the root of Christian religion and is Muslim religion. We all believe in the infinite value of human life. And I think we have to be very clear that we do not believe in the destruction of people's lives, anyone whose lives is destroyed. It doesn't matter who it is. And, my peoples were colonized and they were conquered by this country. And it's amazing to condemn Israel, but not to condemn all colonial powers that have conquered and committed genocide. So we have to be consistent in our positions, and we also have to recognize that we have to understand history. We have to understand that there's a long history. There's a lot of context, and what started. October 7th was also a genocide. What Hamas did on October 7th was a genocide. It was. When they came in and they killed indiscriminately, and you can see videos. It's not like I'm just espousing propaganda. I've seen many of the videos, unfortunately. You can see them running up to indiscriminate people and shooting them. Hamas, right? And we condemn all genocide. We need to be consistent, and we need to have dignity. We also need to understand the history of anti-Semitism. We have to understand that for centuries, Jews have been accused of blood libels. There's been the blood libels, where Jews have been accused of killing innocent people. Every country has the right to defend itself when it's attacked. We know that. Natives had the right to defend themselves. White peoples had the right to defend themselves against the American colonizers when they came. And that's part of the value of understanding the infinite value of every human life, is that it's not okay for people to think it's okay to kill innocent people, no matter who it is. Israeli, Palestinian, any people, right? So I just want to make it very. I want to plead on behalf of everyone to be very careful when you use the word genocide, and when you accuse any people of wanting to kill every single innocent people of any race or religion or anything. That has not been my experience in Israel, and I lived in Israel for over a year. I went to the home of a 13-year-old girl. Her name was Haleli Be'ariel, and you can look her up. And in the middle of the night, a Palestinian youth actually came into her bedroom and took a knife and slaughtered her in her own bedroom. And there's pictures of the blood in her bedroom. There's pictures of October 7th of blood in children's bedrooms. And we have to be very consistent in our condemning of terrorism. And we have to understand that Jews are a minority in this country. There's 50 million Jews in the world, and there's 2 billion Muslims. Jews are a minority, and if you don't speak out to them, nobody will. Nobody will. There's plenty of people to speak out for Palestinians. That's great. Palestinians need to be defended. Every human being is of infinite value in God's eyes. But remember who's the minority. Jews receive their name, Jews, from Judea. Judea is land of West Bank. That's where they get the name. Palestine was a name that was given by the Roman occupiers, of the colonial occupiers of Judea when Jesus was born. Jesus was a rabbi. He was a Jewish rabbi. And in the book of John, it said to Jesus, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God." You are the king of Israel. This land was known as Israel. These people were known as Jews. And they received their name from Judea. So we have to be very careful and be consistent in how we use our language, that we don't accuse a minority.
They're not a minority.
We don't accuse a minority of genocide, which is a horrible thing to accuse someone of. And it's not borne out by the facts.
They are committing genocide.
So, because
I
don't think, how many other Native Americans are in this room? Okay, a few? Okay, great. So we're a minority in this room, and we've been colonized and conquered by the rest of you, basically, essentially. I mean, not on purpose. You're forgiven. Don't worry about that. I'm not holding that against you. But you are holding it against Israel. You are holding it against Israel. Okay, so my point is not so I'm going to, because I'm a minority and I want to represent the minority. Many of you are wearing Palestinian flags. I'm going to hold the Israeli flag. See, what you believe in coexistence, you believe in coexistence, you believe in the flag. Thanks for trying. Because they don't want anyone to do this.
Ooh, get off the stage.
Come on, man, coexistence, right?
I'm a resident of Denver, and I'm speaking in opposition to Denver hosting the Jewish National Fund. I would like first to apologize if my voice shakes or breaks, because public speaking, like I said, terrifies me. But what terrifies me even more is that the Israeli regime has used our taxpayer money to kill a whopping 8,000 children amongst the 14,000 innocent Palestinian civilians that have died in Gaza. And this mass killing has been defined as a genocide. And I'm not using that word flippantly. This has been defined by multiple genocide scholars of genocide studies, including Dr. John Cox, who's the Associate Professor of Global Studies of Genocide, also Dr. Victoria Sanford, who's a recognized expert on Rwanda genocide, and Dr. Barry Trachtenberg, a scholar of modern Jewish history and Nazi Holocaust, and by Craig Bunkerberg, who is a former UN High Commissioner of Human Rights. This is a genocide. And if you can't see it, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. Denver is hosting a fundraiser for an organization that enforces ethnic cleansing of the native Palestinian people. Now imagine if Nazi Germany hosted a fundraiser in Denver for a Nazi organization to take over Jewish homes in Warsaw, because they said we're gonna fundraise to green the ghetto. And this ghetto was the Warsaw ghetto, to make it more clean by planting trees. This is exactly what the JNF is doing in Palestine. They are in tow with the apartheid Israeli government to displace the native Palestinians from their land under the guise of planting trees. And I don't use that word apartheid flippantly either. This has been documented and labeled by multiple human rights organizations. Also has 6 seats in the Israeli Land Authority, ILA, which is basically authorizing the selling of land. This body is used to approve demolition of Palestinian lands, and so far from 2022, they have demolished more than 1,000 Palestinian homes, and they make it impossible, virtually impossible, to get permits for Palestinian homes. This is described by the UN. And what is really appalling to me is that our governor, Jared Polis, is a speaker at this event. This is a travesty for Denver. Our city's character is one of acceptance and love, and slowly is becoming more active in fighting for justice, though we have a long ways to go. Denver wouldn't dare host a fundraiser for Nazi Germany, trying to sell displaced Palestinian or Jewish lands in Warsaw, and Denver too shouldn't dare host a fundraiser for apartheid Israel, displacing and ethnically cleansing Palestinians from their lands and homes. I call on the council members to call for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza, and to end the genocide of ethnic cleansing of Palestinian people, and the dismantling of the apartheid system of Israel. Down the genocide!
Okay, actually, I've been thinking of Herod and his legendary crime for quite a while now. I hesitate to bring it up, because invoking biblical events and figures risks perpetuating one of the most destructive stereotypes imposed on the struggle for Palestinian liberation. This stereotype derives from the lie that this is an ancient and intractable quarrel over religion, and that essentialist identities trap people in implacable hatreds that are part of the settled order of nature. This lie is key to how colonialism and imperialism cement their holds on the peoples they afflict, especially on the oppressor's side. The oppressed know better. And it's a basic feature of capitalist civilization too, where the commodity is the structuring principle. The myth of Israel as the epitome of Jewishness, as the heroic David in a region of Goliaths, is a commodity. The image of the Palestinian as savage terrorists is a commodity. The notion of America as an honest broker in the Middle East is a commodity. And they all come complete with action figures. But the truth is that commodity civilization and its latter-day partnership with imperialism and settler colonialism are modern phenomena, and thus the crises they provoke demand revolutionary solutions. But of course, the ancient story still resonates. Secular historians seem to agree that the massacre of children in Bethlehem, as described in Matthew, didn't literally happen. But the story remains crucial, and not just for Christians, at this and other times of year, because the mass murder of children, of innocents, of non-combatants, as well as those struggling to be free, is a recurring theme in history and mythology. The slaughter of the innocents has been ongoing for 52 days in Gaza, and that's just this round. Can any degree of future liberation, any helping of justice yet to come, make up for those kids under the rubble? I don't know. It's the whole question of redemption, isn't it? It's the burning light in those innocent eyes, lurking beneath the seasoned faults and commercialism, warming us, paradoxically, with the roaring fire of raw human need. Redemption, whatever your faith tradition or lack thereof. However lacking the supply may be, the need remains real, and market forces cannot fill it. But this movement can. So, we continue to oppose the coming global conference for Israel because this is not self-defense. This is genocide.
That's right.
If this body cannot come with us in that, at least join the call for a true ceasefire. Thank you.
Council member are cowards. You guys have to understand he was not a coward. Will you introduce yourself to everybody so everybody knows your name?
And the guy behind you is a coward.
That clown. Thanks for clarifying.
My name is Shannon Hoffman, and I'm very honored to be your community member. Okay, we're going to peacefully wrap up now. If you did not get to speak, and if you did not know how to contact your councilperson, please reach out to Colorado Palestine Coalition or Denver Democratic Socialists. I feel like maybe there's one more announcement before I express how we are going to exit. Do you have an announcement on that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on this week.
Okay.
There's a scheduled events for the DJ and that's coming up. So I just wanted to bring up that on Thursday, November 30th, there's a film screening from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Tivoli. And I believe it's called, I don't remember what the screening is for. My Tree, thanks.
There's a website, CU Palestine CO. We just released it that has a full list of events.
Yeah. But on Friday we have all day ticketing, and so even if you can't make it for certain parts of the day, if you make sure that you come for part of it, that would be a significant help. And then we will be putting out the rest of the events that are happening during the week as well. We just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to do this. Anyone else from the coalition want to come and share?
Well, you want to mention the screening tomorrow?
Tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. to 8:30, we're going to be doing a screening on a documentary. We're fundraising to PCRF, Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So if you guys are not doing anything tomorrow night, come with us. It's a $5 ticket. Everything is going to this fundraiser for the kids. If you're not doing anything, come hang out with us, watch a movie. We'll have a discussion. We have snacks provided. I have flyers up here for anyone interested. There's a QR code on it. If we run out of flyers, we can give you the QR code just on our phone. Just find one of them. Find me and I'll direct you to other people that we can get the word out.
People can follow us on Co-Palestine Co. on Instagram, Twitter, and we just made a TikTok. So that's where we're going to be posting the details of the event. We will email it out if you don't have social media as well, and if you're on our email list.
And on Saturday, there's a rally and march at 1 p.m. at the Colorado State Capitol. Normally we do this on Sundays, but this week is an exception. We're doing it on Saturday instead. And then there's going to be a car rally at 11 a.m. at the Area campus on Sunday. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Linda?
We will. I do not. Do you have a question?
That's my question. Linda, we have one more. We have a vigil tomorrow on the Area campus at
Right.
5. Now, I don't want to detract from the other event, so we moved it to 5 from 6. But it'll be at the Tivoli Commons, which is the kind of outdoor auditorium area between the PE building and the Tivoli building. We're going to put up pictures of the martyrs. We have some lists of the names of many of the children here. And we welcome people to join us. We'll have candles and that sort of thing.